Have you ever wondered to yourself what the best mods in Minecraft are? Well, worry no longer, because today I have the top 3 Minecraft mods of all time. And at number 1, we have the Too Many Items mod. This mod goes all the way up to Minecraft 1.8, and is the reason why it's in our number 3 spot for this video. It does, however, allow you to go and pretty much play any version of Minecraft before 1.8, even back to some betas. So this mod has a lot of support, but if you don't want to play 1.8 or below, then stay tuned because we've got some other mods for you coming up. But what is so good about Too Many Items, I hear you ask? Well, if we load into this creative world here, then we open our inventory, you'll see we've got this big tab here now, and this lets you do things. You'll be able to spawn in some items like 64 stone. If I right click, maybe I just want 1 stone, and if I shift click, we can add it to my items, which when we click this little star, you can see it's got nice little quick access tabs. And by scrolling through, you can do this with pretty much anything you want. Some blocks that you normally wouldn't have access to, like certain spawners, villager, butcher spawner, which is an oddly specific thing to have. You can see you can just spawn them in. It's just a little bit of a better menu than the original menu in some cases. But there you go, we now have a villager butcher spawner, which you normally wouldn't be able to just spawn in Minecraft. I believe there are ways like you can use eggs and stuff, but that's much quicker and much easier. And farmland, you can now just place it wherever you want rather than having to hoe all the ground. But not only that, you can also do things like enchanting within your own menu. It really is the all-around tool for whatever you're after. So you see, you can just pop it in there. And then let's say we want a fire aspect 99 sword with knockback 400. And we click it, and there we go. We now have a absolutely broken weapon, which actually doesn't have that high knockback. There we go. Now I'm not in the negative knockback radius. We can send things absolutely flying, which is... it's something. Let's try it on a bit of a platform here. Okay, he's gone. So yeah, Too Many Items, it's a good mod. It also lets you do things like change your game mode. So it is really just giving yourself stuff, which is a bit of a shame. It doesn't have the recipes like the later versions of the same sort of mod did. But if you just want to spawn stuff in, then it can be quite useful. You can also get player heads. So let's say we want Notch's head. There you go, we now have Notch's head all over the world, which is actually pretty cool. It's not really something that you can easily do. Not being able to see recipes takes us straight into our second greatest mod of all time, Not Enough Items. Now the problem with Not Enough Items is it doesn't support as many game versions, only supporting from 1.6.2 up to 1.7.10. So you're a lot more limited in terms of how many versions you can actually use this on. But if you are using one of these versions, it is a little bit better than Too Many Items because it's not just a pure cheat tool. And you can see, oh my god, the world looks absolutely no different to how it did before. That's because we're still on 1.8, the latest version that the mod supports. But you can see our inventory looks a little bit different to how it did before. We have a much bigger menu now, and while this is more or less the same thing, just in a different form factor, Not Enough Items did have some extra features. For example, being able to search for exactly what you want. Let's say I want a carrot on a stick. You can just type in carrot, and then there you go, there's a carrot on a stick. But because I'm in survival mode, clicking on it doesn't just give me the item anymore, it just tells me how to make it. Now this mod is super useful, and it was being made a little less relevant nowadays with the in-game sort of recipe book thing. Also, I don't really know why the water changes like that when I'm flicking through my inventory. That's an interesting little thing. But yeah, you can pretty much just find out how to make absolutely anything you could want to make in Minecraft through this menu. You can also search, let's say these mods are generally made for if you're using other mods, but let's say you're looking for a very specific mod. You can go down to the subsets menu, go down to mod, and if you had other mods here, they will be listed, and you'll be able to just scroll through all of the things within that mod. But you get the idea. So, you know, this one's a bit less cheaty feeling. But you see, if we wanted cheat mode on, you can see it says it's on cheat mode here, but actually because we're on survival, that doesn't automatically change. We have to actually go to the global tab and see over here, when there's a W there, it will override that setting. So as you can see, because it's being overridden by recipe mode, because we're in survival, all we have to do is change that. We have the same cheaty settings that we had with too many items in not enough items. Things like healing, turning on magnet mode, which is a very interesting one. Let's say I had 64 of these ice blocks and I dropped them. The items are going to just float towards me when I get close enough. You can see, there you go. Oh, I've dropped all of this ice. No, let me run away from the ice. Ah, the ice is chasing me. So yeah, there's that, which honestly can be a bit annoying sometimes, but also I can't seem to... Oh, there we go. I've gotten rid of all my ice. More or less the same. There are saves. Too many items also had this. You can just set a save and then, like, let's say if we get rid of all this stuff, because I don't want this random junk, and then I go away and I'm like, oh my god, I wish I had that stuff. Well, there you go. This is particularly helpful in creative mode, so you can just have your hotbar full of the blocks you need while you're building a certain thing. But not enough items is slightly better than too many items, again, because it's actually useful in survival. And once again, these are a bit more for the purpose of using with mods, but still a useful utility. And you can press R on whatever you want, and it will tell you the recipe, and you can press U on them, and it will tell you what it can be used for. But okay, I hear your complaints. What about if you don't want to play on a version older than 1.8? What if I want to play on a modern version of Minecraft? What if I want to use new things? Well, worry no less, because I've got just the mod for you. It is just enough items, which I bet you can't guess what this does. Particularly supports versions of Minecraft going back all the way from 1.20.1, which is, I believe, the current version, all the way to 1.8. So you might ask, why would I ever use the other mods? Well, honestly, just for historical reasons. And, you know, for that reason, they are, I would say, some of the best mods, because without them, we may have never even seen a Just Enough items if it wasn't for those mods existing in the first place. So historically, I think they have sealed their fate as some of the best mods in Minecraft. However, Just Enough items, it just reigns now. It is officially the best. It gets regularly updated when new versions come out still, and overall it is just the go-to. But the best thing about Just Enough items is it doesn't just support the Forge mod loader, it also supports Fabric and something called NeoForge, which I've never heard of before, but it sounds cool. From all the research I've done, apparently NeoForge is just better than Forge, so we should just use this from now on. Well, here we are, back in modern Minecraft. Well, automatically, because now we're in modern Minecraft, I'm noticing some quite obvious performance differences. The game certainly is running better. But also, we have our nice little Just Enough items tab over here. And, we need a mod to edit this. You have to control and click this to get the cheat mode on. So then, of course, something about U for uses, composting. I don't know what this chance is. Is there a chance it just doesn't add to your compost pile? If that's the case, that's interesting. So pumpkin pie is on there. See, I'm learning stuff here. And the point is, the mod is good. The mod is very useful, and it also works with any mods that you're using, right? So you can type in like mod or let's say I type in Minecraft, or it might be at Minecraft, and then what we're after, so like slime. Yeah, so it's just the same. So let's say we had a mod called fish again. It would be at fish slime, and you can see it doesn't show up now because we don't have a mod called fish, and we don't have a slime block in there, and you can see it still shows up nothing, whereas you would expect it to at least show up a fish. Or let's go for an actual Minecraft item like cod, right? Easy. It doesn't show up cod because the @ sign is making it look within the mod. So obviously, if we had a mod called cod, it would be bringing stuff up. So overall, a good set of mods. This is probably the one that you want. You can customize it the most, and if you get the configured mod, you can just configure this in the game, or you can go ahead and configure it in a text file. I would recommend just getting the configured mod and configuring it through there. I have been Officer Noodles. It has been a very long time since I made a Minecraft video in this format, and yeah, if you enjoyed it, leave a like. I do not make regular Minecraft videos, so maybe don't subscribe if you want Minecraft videos, but Subscribe if you want to stick around and see what I get up to. I do a lot of things. I do some streams and yeah, we play games. We